Hi and welcome back to class of Design of Machine Elements. I am Hitesh Rayani, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. This is lecture 27, Design of Flat Belt Drives. The learning outcomes of this lecture is to learn the design of flat belt drive by considering the friction loss. So in previous lectures we learned the design of belt drive without considering the friction loss, slip and overload. So in these lectures we consider the design problems based on the friction loss and also consider the slip occurs on both the pulley. So consider one problems. Design a belt drive to transmit 110 kilowatt for a system consisting of two pulleys of diameter 0.9 meter and 0.9 meter and 1.2 meter. So here two pulley is given, that is bigger pulley has diameter 1.2 meters and smaller pulley has diameter 0.9 meters. And power transmitted by the belt is given, that is 110 kilowatt. The center distance of 3.6 meter is given, so x value is given, that is 3.6 meters. A belt speed is 20 meter per second. Here v is given, that is belt speed, that is given 20 meter per second. Coefficient of friction is 0.3. A slip of 1.2% at each pulley. So here slip is given, that is occurs on both the pulleys, and that is slip is 1.2%, and a 5% friction loss at each shaft. So here also the friction loss occurs at each shaft, and that is equal to 5%. And we have to consider the 20% overload for the design of belt drive. So these are the problems given, and we have to design the belt drive according to these configurations or given problems. For that, first of all, we collect the data given. Here the power is given, that is 110 kilowatt, or you can say 110 into 10 raised to 3 watt. D1, that is the diameter of smaller pulley, and it is equal to zero point 0.9 meter, or radius R1 is equal to 0.45 meter. D2 is 1.2 meters, and or R2 is zero point 0.6 meter. Central distance is given, x is equal to 3.6 meters. Belt velocity v is given, that is 20 meter per second. Coefficient of friction nu is 0.3, and S1 is equal to S2 is equal to 1.2%. Here slip on both pulleys are same, so S1 is equal to S2 is equal to 1.2%. So according to this given problems, consider the figure as shown here. This figure shows according to our given problems. Here the smaller pulley has radius 0.45 and larger pulley has radius 0.6 meter, and center distance between these two pulleys is given, x is equal to 3.6 meter. Here the smaller pulley is driving pulley and bigger pulley is the driven pulleys, and we have to design this belt drive according to our data. So first we let N1 is the speed of driving pulley or smaller pulley, and N2 is the speed of bigger pulley or the driven pulleys. So we have to calculate first the N1 and N2, and for that we have to use the belt speed. As we know, the belt speed is given in our problems, and that is equal to 20 meter per second. And here the speed, slip is occurs, so we have to consider slip also. So the belt speed v is equal to 20 is equal to pi d1 n1 divided by 60 into 1 minus s1 divided by 100. Here s1 is the slip on pulley, so here s1 is given 1.2, and the d1 is 0.9 meters. So by placing all this value we get this equations. 20 is equal to 0.0466 n1. So if we solve these equations, we get the value of n1, and that is equal to 430 revolution per minute. So now we have a value of n1. Now we have to calculate the velocity of n2. So the peripheral velocity of the driven pulley, that is n2, is equal to pi pi d1 pi d2 n2 divided by 60 is equal to belt speed in meter per second into 1 minus h2 divided by 100. So here belt speed is v, so it will be v into 1 minus h2 divided by 100. So here d2 is 1.2 meters and b is given 20 and s2 is 1.2. So if we calculate this equations and we get the value that is equal to 19.76. So from these equations, if we further calculate or simplify, we get N2 is equal to 19.76 into 60 divided by pi into 1.2, and that is equal to 315 revolution per minute. So N2 is 315 revolution per minute. So now we calculated N1 and N2. Now we have to calculate the torque. So we know the torque acting on the driven shaft. So T is the power transmitted into 60 divided by 2 pi n. This is the equations of torque transmitted on the driven shaft. So here power transmitted is given. So it is 110 into 10 raised to 3 and we calculate n2 in our previous slide. So we can calculate the torque T by placing this whole value. So it is T is equal to 110 into 10 raised to 3 into 60 divided by 2 pi 315. So 315 is the speed revolution per minute, that is equal to speed of driven pulley. So we get the torque exerted or acting on the driven shaft, that is equal to 3334 Newton into meters. But this is the torque exerted on the driven shaft. But we have to also consider the friction loss and slip on the. So since there are 5% friction loss at each shaft, so the final torque becomes T is equal to 1.05 into 3334 Newton into meter. So we get the torque is equal to 3500 Newton into meter. So this is the torque, and now we have to design torque. So here we have to consider the 20% overload. So we have to consider the 20% overload to calculate the design torque. So design torque T is equal to 1.2 into 3500, and if we calculate that, we get the design torque is equal to 4200 Newton into meters. Now let T1 is equal to tensile in tight side and T2 is the tensile in slack side. So now we have to calculate the T1, T2 and Tc. So for that we know the uh, torque exerted on the driven pulley, that is equal to T1 minus T2 into R2. So here R2 is 0.6. So we get the torque exerted or acting on driven pulley in terms of zero point 0.6 T1 minus T2 Newton into meter. So we have to calculate the torque also in previous slide. So we have to equivalent this both value. So we get the zero point 0.6 T1 minus T2 is equal to 4200. So we get the T1 minus T2 is equal to 7,000 Newton. So this is the difference between tension in tight side and tension in slack side, and that is equal to 7,000 Newton. Now to calculate the T1 and T2, we also need the value of alpha, and for that we have to consider these configurations given in our problems. And according to these configurations, we have to calculate the value of alpha. So from these configurations, we can say that sin alpha is equal to O2 m divided by O1 into O2, O1 O2. So O2m is nothing but the R1 minus R2, and O1 O2 is distance between distance between pulley. So that is equal to x. So we have to place that sin alpha is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by x. Now we have a value of R2, R1 and x. So by placing this all value, we get sin alpha is equal to zero point 0.6 minus 0.45 divided by 3.6, and we get the sine alpha is equal to 0.0417, and from that alpha is equal to 2.4 degree. So this is the value of alpha, that is equal to 2.4 degrees. Now we have to calculate the contact angle between belt and pulleys. As we know, we denoted the theta is the angle of contact between belt and pulley, and our configuration theta is 180 minus 2 alpha, and alpha we calculate here, that is equal to 2.4 degrees. So we get the theta 1 in terms of degree, that is equal to 175.2 degree. But to calculate T1 and T2, we need the value of theta in terms of radian. So we have to convert it in radian by multiplying pi by 180. So we get the theta 1 is equal to 3.06 radian. Now we know that 2.3 log T1 upon T2 is equal to nu into theta 1. So here nu is given, that is equal to 0.3, and theta 1 we calculate here, and that is equal to 3.06 radian. So we get 2.3 log T1 by T2 is equal to 0.918, and if we further simplify this, we get log T1 by T2 is equal to 0.918 divided by 2.3, and if we get this value is equal to 0.3991. So if we take antilog of this value, we get T1 by T2 is equal to 2.51 by taking the antilog of 0.3991. So here we get the ratio of T1 by T2 is equal to 2.51, and we also have a one equation, T1 minus T2 is equal to 7,000 Newton, that we derive in calculating previous slide. So I call back this value, that is T1 minus T2 is equal to 7,000 newtons, and here ratio T1 by T2 is 2.51 Newton. So we have two equations and two unknowns, that is T1 and T2. So if by solving these two equations, we get T1 is equal to 11,636 Newton, and T2 is equal to 4,636 Newton. So here we get the value of T1 and T2. Now we have to calculate the centrifugal tension. So as we know, the centrifugal tension Tc is equal to mv square, and to calculate the centrifugal tension, we need mass per unit length. So first of all, we have to calculate mass of well per unit length. So and let sigma is the self stress of the for the belt, and that is equal to 2.5 megapascals, or you can say 2.5 into 10 raised to 6 newton per meter square. This is the assumption for our design, and T is the thickness of belt, that is equal to 15 mm, or you can say the 0.015 meters. This is also assumption, and B is the width of the belt in meters. So mass of belt per unit length or per meter length. So M is the area into length into density. Area here is B into T, and length we have to consider as L and multiply by rho density. So here we have to calculate B, so we have to place B into T is 0.015, and here the mass of belt per unit meter length, we have to calculate. So we have to take L is equal to 1 meters, and density of belt is 1000 kg per meter cube. So we get the mass of belt is equal to 15 into B kg per meter. So now we have a value of mass, so we can calculate the centrifugal tension, that is equal to mv square. So m is 15 into B, and B we have to 20 meter per second, that is given in our problem. So Tc is equal to 15B into 20 raised to 2. So we get the centrifugal tension is equal to 6,000 into B newtons. So we know the maximum tension in the belt is equal to T is equal to T1 plus Tc, and that is equal to sigma V into T. So now we have a value of T1, Tc, we have a sigma values, and also T values, so we can calculate the value of B. So if we place all this value, we get the equation like this: 11 T1 is equal to 11,636 plus TC is 6,000 B is equal to sigma is 2.5 into 10 raised to 6 and B into B into T is 0.015. If we simplify this, we get the 37,500 B. So I call back these equations, and if we further simplify these equations, we get the value of B is equal to 0.37 and that is equal to 370 mm. Now we have to calculate the length of the belt. So we know the length of the belt is equal to L is equal to pi into R1 plus R2 plus 2x plus R2 minus R1 raised to square divided by x. So this is the equations of belt length in terms of radius. So here R1, R2 is zero point 0.6, R1 is 0.45 and X is given 3.6. So if we place all this value, we get the length of belt is equal to 10.506 meter. That is our answer. So we can we calculate the all design parameters like B is for 370 mm, length of belt is 10.506 meter, T is 15 mm. So these are the our solutions, and these are our design parameters according to our given problem. Thank you.